Hey everybody, it's Alexa, and I wanted to share what's on my iPhone because I find these videos to be pretty interesting. I've certainly learned some tips and tricks from watching them myself. In the top left corner, I have my calendar, although I must say I find this calendar to be very difficult to use, and I haven't found a good replacement. I really use my Happy Planner for my calendar, and then I use reminders and alerts, and I also use a lot of RSS feed type of calendars. Notes, I don't tend to go back in there, but I do find it's useful to take notes, and usually I tell Siri to take notes. Dropbox I find to be very useful. I use that more than I use iTunes to transfer music to my phone or to iMovie, or to go back the other way, and also maybe to transfer pictures and sometimes even videos. iCloud Drive is, I guess maybe it's with the latest iOS, and the syncing seems to be finally really working well between all my computers. Going down to the next level, we have WordPress. I don't actually blog from my phone very often, but it can be useful. So let's look at iReal Pro. I just got this, and boy do I love it. I know I'm a little late to the game, but this is an app that lets you go in and find songs, and you can also edit the songs. Once you get the app, then you can go onto these forums and download these collections of fake books. And so this is a huge collection of jazz fake books. And then what's really amazing is you can go in there and you can edit this. And I love this. Down here you can see, so this is an F chord. Let's say I wanted to change it to an F7. I'm actually going to take that back, put it back to being an F. But you can sit here and you can write charts. Now, I don't know the whole, I'm not super adept at doing this, but the other thing that's pretty cool is you can do a lot of stuff. You can set a tempo and practice at a given tempo. You can set a number of reps, so you could repeat this song 10 times. It seems like the default right now is 3 times, and then you could change the key. So, and it'll automatically transpose it for you. So it's really, really cool. And one thing you can also do is, like I said, sometimes fake book chords might not be the chords that you actually want to use for a tune. So you can go in and customize those chords, make sure they're the ones that you want to use. So this is really just a fantastic app. And then let me just also finally point out, it prints great. It was very easy to send it to my wireless printer, which is another really cool thing about, this time we live in. I was able to just send it from my phone to the wireless printer, and it prints out really big and clear, just like you see on the screen, only, 8.5 by 11 size. I can't recommend this app enough. So moving on to the next app that I just adore as a musician, and that is AnyTune. This is just an incredible app. Let's play a little bit. So this is a song of mine, and I don't know if it's actually playing right now in this screen capture, probably not. But what I've got is I've got various marks set up, and I can go to these various marks. I can also go and loop a section. So I might want to loop this little section that's highlighted, or I might move this looping section over here. And it takes a little bit to get familiar with this app, but it's so worth it. And then you could do something like a loop trainer, and you'll start at 50% speed, and it'll gradually cycle up until you're at full speed. And this is just so important. And then when you go to the top right-hand corner, there's a sharing option. And so just to show you how powerful this is, and then I've got all my lists of tunes. These are right here. These are some original tunes. I can go into my mail, and I can share the tune that I had, and it'll send, the tune at the key or tempo that you chose. So this particular tune is not pitch shifted in any way. And then it'll show audio marks, and conceivably you could label those audio marks. So you could say first chorus, second chorus, or you could even say learn this part or something like that. So the next app that I absolutely love as a musician is Setlist Maker. This is by a guy named Arlo Leach, and I interviewed him a couple years ago. It really hits the nail on the head, and he's got a new one that's a band manager app too. He's kind of moving to a subscription model. I haven't tried the band manager yet, but Setlist Maker is really great. So let's say I go in, it's several song databases. I do it sort of by band. So this is my own band. If I hit the button there, I can listen to the starting note. Let's say I go down to this one, I can see the lyrics. It's not entirely working for me right now. Oh, there we go. So there's the metronome setting for that particular tune. And right now I'm having trouble getting it to show in the layout section the way I would like to. Normally, if I hit this, normally I would then go to the layout for performing. It's not doing that for me right now, and I just updated the app, so I don't know if there's something I'm doing wrong. I also tend to use this with my iPad, but this is incredibly powerful. A great way to have a database of your songs and make sure that you have all of the pertinent information. You can put charts in this app, you could put lyrics in, you can put recordings in, and you can even go even further with some MIDI settings. And I have not done that, but you could have a show kind of running with automatic MIDI instructions happening song by song. That's beyond what I'm capable of doing, really. But I had to share that. Absolutely love it. The tuner that I have, this is just sort of a run-of-the-mill tuner. I also used to have metronomes. I currently am not really using metronomes just because I'm primarily using AnyTune, and if I'm not using AnyTune, then I'm using iReal Pro, and both of those have metronome settings that I tend to use. I also used a music practicing app called Music Journal for a while, and like a lot of habit tracking apps, it was fun for a while and then it just got to be kind of onerous. And since my main issue with the phone is not getting distracted by it, I find it's more useful to just have the ones that I'm really using and leave everything else behind. So another really powerful musician app is Logic Remote. If you use this app, you can control your Logic, your recording software, from your iPhone or from your iPad. There are some features in here that are borrowed from GarageBand in terms of some of the smart instruments. The line after that is camera related. So we've got the basic camera app. Then I've got Camera Plus, which I really like. Now here's a minimalist tip. Let's see if I can prove it. But that's actually pretty good. That's not too many pictures. Normally, I let this build up and end up having way too many pictures in here, and that can take like days once you get like thousands of pictures. If you keep your camera and all of your stuff on your phone, treat it like a decluttering process, and you declutter it frequently, it makes life easier so you don't have those dope moments where you want to take a picture or a video and you don't have enough space. That's something I also do, is I regularly will delete things off my phone, like delete entire apps and things like that, just because I got the iPhone SE with a ton of memory, the biggest memory size, the 64 gig, and it's pretty cool. But you'd be surprised, you can still fill those 64 gigs up with enough video stuff. Next one is Facetune. This is a great one for fixing your selfies. You can blur your skin and fix blemishes. I don't entirely know all the great things to do with it, but it definitely can help you look better. Next is iMovie. It's pretty incredible to me how you can edit these things. And the final one on my home screen is Runtastic Pro. You can go on your notification screen and look, there's my Runtastic Pro update, and it shows how much I've run in October. The next screen, I have my settings, my app store, a bunch of stuff that is thrown into utilities. Basically, I don't look at any of those things. The Oakland Library, that's just the home screen of the Oakland Public Library. This American Life, this is fantastic for road trips, is listening to the podcasts on This American Life. I absolutely love it. So the next app that I have for entertainment is Snapchat. I really just use it for the face filters. It's good for taking selfies that then end up going on to Twitter, but I don't really use it as a social media app. And you'll notice that there are no social media apps because I found them too addictive. This app is a lot of fun, Star Walk. It's just amazing. It shows you the night sky in your area. As you can see, this is the Milky Way. You can touch various stars and see what they are. It's pretty mind-blowing that a lot of these stars have names, at least to me. I guess if I was an astronomer, it wouldn't be mind-blowing. And they also have a red mode, so if you are out stargazing at night, you would hold this above your head, point it to the sky. It will figure out where you are in the world, and then the red screen will not affect your night vision. So I really love this app, and there are some upgrades that you can purchase. Pretty incredible, huh? My final app tracks the amount of time you're on your phone, and this goes along with my video a few months ago about less time on screens. I use rescue time and recess on my MacBook to track my screen time, and I am looking forward to using this to track time spent on my phone. So this is kind of my entertainment screen right here. And then this last one is a finance screen. Now I moved my banking app off of here just so that I didn't want to share that. But I have Register, which is the Square app for taking credit card payments. I have Personal Capital, which I've been using for about a month and a half, and I highly recommend it. I'm also not going to open that. It's a lot of personal data, but it's like Mint. You don't have to get the app. The web versions are really powerful, but the app is excellently done. So that's it. That's what I have on my phone. And what I recommend is use these types of habit tracking apps or whatever inspires you, or games or whatever. Use them and then follow the KonMari method and only keep them while they spark joy, and when they don't anymore, just get rid of them. And try to be religious about getting rid of data that's on your phone, pictures and things. Maybe follow a monthly schedule of sort of phone hygiene where you go in and delete things that you don't need anymore. And I hope this was helpful for you. I would love your input on what your must-have apps are. So thanks so much for watching. Please comment and subscribe. Bye-bye.